Welcome all on behalf of SPIC MACAY founder Dr. Kiran Seth, our respected headmistress, school management and staff members, extending a hearty welcome in today's evening, which is thrilled and wonderful. I once again invite all the participants. Here, a hearty welcome to our chief guest, Srimati Gauri Devakar ji. She came here and gave her precious time. Now, I would like to give you a bit more information about SPIC MACAY. SPIC MACAY, Society for the Promotion of Indian Classical Music and Culture Amongst Youth, is a non-political, nationwide voluntary movement founded by Dr. Kiran Seth in 1977, Professor Emeritus at IIT Delhi, who was awarded the Padma Shri for his contribution to the arts in 2009. SPIC MACAY's intention is to enrich the quality of formal education by increasing awareness about different aspects of Indian heritage and inspiring the young minds to imbibe the values embedded in it. For this, the most accomplished artists of the country render programs of Indian classical music primarily in schools and colleges. In 2011, SPIC MACAY was awarded the Rajiv Gandhi Sadbhavna Award in recognition of its contribution to youth development. All these programs are organized by thousands of volunteers, largely students, teachers, housewives, retired people, professional, young and old. SPIC MACAY celebrates Nishkam Seva, the spirit of volunteerism, of giving selflessly without expectation, a value that is intrinsic to our culture and important to nurture in today's world. SPIC MACAY is an affirmation of a priceless cultural heritage, the pulsating and dynamic vitality of young people, a solid value-based education, the effectiveness of voluntary work. SPIC MACAY stands on the shoulder of its four main pillars, together working towards the collective effort of reaching every child and enriching the quality of education, going beyond barriers of techniques and methods, arts, institution, volunteers, and supporters. SPIC MACAY introduced the lecture demonstration format to present Indian classical art forms in a comprehensive manner in front of today's youth, them an understanding of the basic of the classical art forms and done away with the misconception that classical arts are difficult to understand. Let's go ahead and invite Harmeet to enlighten us about today's artist.
Good evening, everyone. I am Harmeet Kaur from DAV Police Public School. Welcome you all. Srimati Gauri Devakar ji is an acclaimed Kathak dancer and choreographer based in New Delhi, India. Gauri ji was trained by great gurus Mrs. Sumita Chaudhary, Pandit Birju Maharaj, Sri Jai Kishan Maharaj, and Mrs. Aditi Mangal Das. Srimati Gauri ji recent production Hari Ho Gati Meri, Let My Salvation Be in You was showcased at Sadler Wells in the Bar Festival, Sydney Dance Festival and Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Apart from many performances, Samriti, the Night of Divine Union, Dancing Emptiness and Mugdha celebration of beauty and womanhood. Her contribution as a Kathak expert in a theatrical adaptation of Mughal Azam is being widely appreciated. Gauri forms part of the teaching team at a Karam Khan Company's Invest program teaching Kathak techniques. Her recognition of her work, she has been awarded Senior Fellowship by Kalavachini Trust in 2019. While in the year 2008, she was awarded Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puruskar by India's premier culture body, Sangeet Natak Academy. She is working with Aditi Mangaldas Dance Company for last 23 years. Gauri is also passing on her skills by training young students under her own trust. Srimati Gauri Divakar ji Sanskriti Foundation, Sarvatra Nrityam, and thus helping to keep the age-old tradition alive. Thank you everyone. Now over to you, Ria.
Thank you, Harmeet, for illuminating us with Srimati Gauriji's personality. Dance is a language beyond words, expressing that for which we have no words. Ma'am, it's our fortune to have you here today. I would like to request Srimati Gauri Devakar ji to take a couple of minutes and share some memorable experience of her life.
नमस्कार सभी बड़े जो यहाँ पे बैठे हैं स्पिक मेके की तरफ से और स्कूल की तरफ से सभी को मेरा प्रणाम और छोटे सभी बच्चों को मेरा ढेर सारा प्यार। हम शुरू करते हैं। एक्चुअली मैं चाहूंगी स्पिक मेके की तरफ से जो टेक्निकल टीम है कि पहले हम परफॉर्मेंस देख लेते हैं और उसके बाद में आई बिलीव ऑलमोस्ट 1 आवर का है, वो देखने के बाद में और फिर हम क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन पे आएंगे। और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि आप पहले परफॉर्मेंस देखें और फिर मुझसे प्रश्न पूछें। सो बी रेडी फॉर दैट एंड आई विल बी बैक एंड मैं आपको सारा जवाब दूंगी आप जो पूछेंगे डांस से रिलेटेड। पर मैं जरूर चाहूंगी कि आप पहले परफॉर्मेंस देखें और फिर अपने अनुभव जो मेरी खुद के अनुभव है इतने सालों की वो मैं आपसे शेयर करूंगी। और मैं जरूर चाहती हूँ कि इतना परफॉर्मेंस देखने के बाद आप मुझसे क्वेश्चन जरूर पूछे जिसका मैं आपको जवाब दूं। थैंक यू सो मच। धन्यवाद।
सब जगह, गांव गांव, कोने कोने, देश विदेश, हर जगह है। और उसमें से आज की और एक शाम स्पिक मेके की तरफ से आप लोगों के, आपके विद्यालय में मेरे साथ मेरे संगतकार हैं तबले पर श्री योगेश मंगानी जी, गाने और हारमोनियम में जनाब समीला खान साहब। प्रस्तुत करी हूँ ताल 3 ताल, और जैसे जैसे आगे बढ़ती रहूंगी उसके बारे में आपको बताती रहूंगी। प्रस्तुत है ताल 3 ताल। याद करूँगी, फिर मैं ज़रूर पूछूँगी। प्रस्तुत तन्ना ना द्रुत लय की तरफ बढ़ते हैं छोटे छोटे टुकड़े, जैसा कि शब्द से वाकिफ है कि आप टुकड़े छोटा सा एक जैसे रोटी का टुकड़ा एक बाइट टुकड़ा है, उसी तरह से टुकड़ा है छोटे छोटे। तिला तिला दे तिला 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 दे तिला तिला ता 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 तिला 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 ता दे तिला 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 ता दे तिला 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 ता दा।
कम चक्कर है, वह बहुत खूबसूरत है।
6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 हमारे देश में सब कुछ रुक जाए, क्रिकेट नहीं रुकता है। सो ये तिहाई है गेंद उछालने की, अंत में आप कैच कर सकते हैं। पंडित के सुना मुझ पर। इसमें दोनों बातें हैं। राधा रानी को पसंद भी नहीं थी कि कृष्ण उनको छेड़े, परंतु वो खुश भी होती थी। दोनों भाव छिपाए।
Ria, please continue.
Now it's the time. Thank you so much, ma'am. First, that was such a mesmerizing performance, really. Now it's the time we all were eagerly waiting for, the interaction part with the artist. And I call Aditi of DAV Nupul and hand over the session to her.
If she is not there, we can start with the other girl. Actually, it's a question answer session. So anybody please raise your hand. जो भी बच्चा क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता है अपने हाथ उठाए, अनम्यूट करें and please you can ask me anything related to dance. Okay, let's start that. Let's not wait. किसी को कुछ पूछना है? रिया आप ही शुरू कर दो, फिर एक के बाद एक पूछेंगे.
I think Aditi is there. Aditi, you can ask your question.
Yes, okay. So thank you so much, Ria. That was wonderful concert, ma'am, and all of us thoroughly enjoyed it. I, Aditi Sachan, on behalf of DAV NUPPL Public School, Ghatampur, extend a very warm welcome to you, ma'am. We are privileged to have you with us now for the interview, and I would like to begin the interview with my question. So, as you know, that fitness plays an important role in the life of dancer. Do you provide any specific diet for yourself?
Diet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I was not on diet before my baby, you know. I want to be very honest about it. I used to eat everything, anything vegetarian. Of course, I'm a strict vegetarian. But after baby, of course, my body changed. And then after pandemic, because I can say that I didn't dance much, of course, like only online, some of the performance, surely everything for SPIC MACAY. But I have put on weight because of that, because the regular concert was all closed. So I am doing dieting only after after my baby thing and after my baby. But before that, I never used to diet. You know, you eat as much as you want, but burn it. So you don't have to go on diet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And also, when there are so many forms available, how would you choose the right one that suits you?
We don't do that. We are not so privileged, Aditi. You know, we are classical dancers. And honestly, I don't say no to the performances. But yes, I choose, like, surely I don't perform round tables. Like when the food is serving and then alcohol is serving, I don't dance there. You know, that's one of the biggest thing that I don't perform for them. Whether it is corporate show, whether it is for any government show or anything, I don't dance there. If something is going on, I don't dance there. That is the only criteria for me. But of course, rest, I go all over the world and perform. I don't choose and pick and choose. We are not so privileged. So that's my bread and butter. You can say that's my life. This is my passion. So I don't choose. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I hand it over to Lasya.
Okay.
You are a well-known Kathak dancer. What exactly is the reason which provoked you to pursue a career in dance?
Okay, Lasya, first I want to tell you, you're looking very beautiful. And see, I was very small when I started learning, you know. So that time I just wanted to dance, nothing else. So when I went to one of the institute in Jamshedpur, I'm from Jamshedpur. It's in Jharkhand now. That time it was in Bihar. And they were teaching Kathak, no, nothing else. So I decided to learn dance, you know, that's it. So I didn't choose that I want to go it professionally at that time. Of course, after 12th, I decided to go take it professional. My passion, I took it as my profession. Thank you.
Wow. My next question is, who is the one who inspired you to establish a career with Kathak dance form?
Inspiration, you can say, of course, my gurus, of course, my students. That day I stopped learning, like in a course basis, I'm still learning. But when I was in Kathak Kendra, the day I pass out from Kathak Kendra, I started teaching. So I get inspired with my students also, because with them I grew, you know. So unke saath mein badi hu. I was very young when I started teaching. But I thought that I was very selfish, because when you teach, you learn a lot. So I was one of the very selfish dancer that I thought this way, that I should teach and start learning myself as well. So you can say my gurus, my parents who supported me, and of course, all the students. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I request Aparna for the next question.
Okay.
Any special moment, memorable experience?
I can't hear you, Aparna. Aparna, wait, hang on. I can't hear you. Aparna?
Yes, ma'am. Special moment, memorable experience.
Aparna, please write your question. I can't hear you. Your voice is breaking. Hello, Aparna.
Any special moment? Yes, ma'am.
Please write your question, because I can't hear you. Your voice is breaking. Aparna, can you hear me? Anyone else can hear me? हाँ महाराज जी के क्लास में मैं करीब 96 में मेरा एडमिशन हुआ था. आई थिंक आप लोग कोई नहीं थे उस समय. सो उस समय एडमिशन हुआ एंड आई वेंट टू महाराज जी क्लास. और उसके बाद में मैं करीब 2 साल उनके पास थी. आई वॉज इन कथक केंद्र, और उस समय वो कथक केंद्र में 96, 97, 98 मई तक वो सिखा रहे थे एंड आई वॉज विथ हिम. और इट वॉज स्पेशल मोमेंट, यू नो. महाराज जी की एक क्लास, जैसे हम स्कूल मिस करते हैं ना, वैसे अगर महाराज जी की एक क्लास मिस करते थे, वो 1 महीने के बराबर थी, कि आप 1 महीना पूरा महाराज जी का क्लास मिस करके आ रहे. सो हमें लगता था कि कुछ भी मिस नहीं हो जाए हमसे. और ये था कि एक एक क्लास, एक एक चीजें इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट होती थी. सो फर्स्ट शो जो मुझे दिल्ली आने के बाद जो प्रोफेशनल शो कह सकते हैं, वो भी मुझे महाराज जी की वजह से मिला. उन्हीं की कोरियोग्राफी थी जिसमें मैंने डांस किया. देन बैक टू बैक सेकंड शो भी उन्हीं के साथ मैं परफॉर्म की, उनकी कोरियोग्राफी में परफॉर्म की. बट उससे भी ज्यादा मैं क्लास की बात बताती हूँ कि महाराज जी हर चीज को बहुत एग्जाम्पल के साथ बताते थे. तो वो उस समय बताए थे, वो अभी तक मेरे जहन में, आप भूल ही नहीं सकते. क्योंकि कई चीजें होती हैं कि बहुत किताबी भाषा होती है, वो उससे बहुत परे थे. वो ऐसी बातें बताते थे जो कि आम दिनचर्या में हम लोग उस चीज को यूज करते थे और फील करते थे. उससे रिलेटेड वो एग्जाम्पल सेट करके बताए जो कि आज तक मैं नहीं भूली. सो एक बहुत मजेदार बात है कि मैं गुरु वंदना सीखने के लिए खड़ी हुई और मैं ऐसे हाथ करके फर्स्ट पोजीशन था ऐसे, और मैं खड़ी हुई. तो उन्होंने कहा मुझे कि थोड़ा झुको. मैंने कहा मैं झुकी तो हूँ महाराज जी. बोले थोड़ा सा और झुको. सो मैं एकदम ऐसे खड़ी थी तन के, क्योंकि सीधे बिहार से आई थी तो वो एक अलग ही रुआब था. फिर थोड़ा और झुकी तो महाराज जी ने कहा अरे बिहारी थोड़ा और झुको. तो मैंने कहा महाराज जी मैं एक्चुअली बहुत लंबी हूँ, तो झुक रही हूँ तो आपको पता नहीं चल रहा, मैं बहुत झुकी हुई हूँ. फिर उन्होंने एक बात मुझे कही थी, शेर और शायरी की तरह, कि है इश्क में मेरी सर बुलंदियां कायम, है इश्क में मेरी सर बुलंदियां कायम, झुकी हूं तेरे कदमों पर आसमान की तरफ. You know, sorry, 1 second. Sorry, very sorry. ये चीज
That's great. Thank you, ma'am.
ये चीज शायद मैं आज तक नहीं भूल पाई, और थैंक्स टू हिम, ही इज नो मोर, बट यस, थैंक यू. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन प्लीज.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
How is Kathak different from other dance form, and how did you choose this?
Sorry, come again, your voice is cracking. How is okay.
Ma'am, how is Kathak different from other dance forms and why did you choose this?
This was not my choice. I told you, when I went to one of the institute close to my house, in that institute only Kathak dance was available, so only Kathak teacher was there, so I started learning Kathak. और कई बार होता है, हम लोग जैसे बड़े लोग कहते हैं कि जो नियति में लिखा होता है वही शुरू से आपके साथ चलता है, वही कुछ मेरे साथ हुआ. लेकिन अदर डांस फॉर्म के साथ तो बहुत ही अंतर है. ऑफ कोर्स जब हम थ्योरेटिकली पढ़ते हैं तो ये उत्तर भारत से है, बाकी डांस फॉर्म कई दक्षिण भारत से है, नॉर्थ ईस्ट से भी है, उत्तर पूर्व से भी है कई डांस फॉर्म. सो लेकिन उत्तर भारत का एक अकेला शास्त्रीय नृत्य है ये. और अगर आप बेसिक सोचेंगे तो ग्रामेटिकली जो ग्रामर है बहुत अलग है बाकी डांस फॉर्म से, स्टाइल अलग है, कॉस्ट्यूम अलग है, जिसको देख के हम एक बार में बता सकते हैं अच्छा ये कथक है, ये भरतनाट्यम है, ये उड़ीसी है. मैं वो बेसिक चीज आपको बता रही हूँ, तो काफी अलग है. और मैं ये नहीं कह सकती हूँ खाली फास्ट हम चक्कर ही लेते हैं. कथक में बहुत कुछ है. कथक में नृत्य पक्ष है, नाट्य है, भाव है, सब कुछ है. तो जब तक ये तीनों चीजें पूरी नहीं होती है एक डांस नहीं तैयार होता है. तो सबके पूरा होने के बाद ये नृत्य शुरू होता है. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That's truly amazing.
Thank
Now
you.
I want to ask that who are your favorite dancers and who are the dancers that most influenced you and your dancing?
Who influenced me in my dancing career, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Of course, my gurus. You know, you always inspired with your parents first. That's the first teacher. So मेरे पेरेंट्स तो ऑफ कोर्स दे आर नॉट डांसर्स. आई एम नॉट बिलोंग्स टू एनी म्यूजिक फैमिली. मेरे घर में किसी को नृत्य और संगीत से कोई वाकिफ नहीं है वो लोग. बट ऑफ कोर्स जो उन्होंने सपोर्ट किया है, सो उसके लिए मतलब मैं कह सकती हूँ कि लोगों ने जो बहुत कुछ मेरे लिए किया है. लेकिन जो आप इन्फ्लुएंस करता है आपकी लाइफ को, सबसे पहले आपके गुरु करते हैं, आपके टीचर्स करते हैं स्कूल में जैसे, वैसे मेरे गुरुओं ने किया है. सो चाहे हम महाराज जी को देख लीजिए, या श्री जयकिशन महाराज जी जो महाराज जी के बड़े बेटे हैं, या मेरी गुरु जी अदिति मंगलदास जी को देख लीजिए. इनसे बढ़कर, और ऑफ कोर्स आपकी जिंदगी के जो एक्सपीरियंस होते हैं, जब आप बड़े होके चीजें कोरियोग्राफ करना शुरू करते हो, नृत्य संरचनाएं करना शुरू करते हो, तो आपकी लाइफ आपको बाकी चीजों से इन्फ्लुएंस कर देती है और सिखा देती है. थैंक यू.
Thank you, ma'am. That's wonderful. Now, all over to Lasya.
Oh, ma'am, Yash Sondhi is asked some question. Ma'am, how did you manage the financial part in start of career? Okay. Okay. See, I must tell you this, okay, this is our bread and butter. When you go with your profession, passion with your profession, of course, I don't say this is just, I'm dancing just for like to calm myself down, or this is just a spiritual thing. I don't say that. That's my profession. So, जब भी मैं कमाऊंगी या कुछ करती हूँ, उससे मैं अपनी जिंदगी जीती हूँ. लेकिन हाँ, मेरी जिंदगी में एक चीज बहुत रहा है, मैं अपने बारे में जरूर कहूंगी कि मैं पैसे के लिए सिर्फ डांस नहीं कर रही थी. और अभी तक मुझे कई बार होता है कि आपकी कई चीजें आप कोरियोग्राफ करना चाहते हैं पर लोगों को दिखाना चाहते हैं, देन यू नीड टू पुट योर ओन मनी, एंड आई डिड दैट. मेरे 2-3 प्रोडक्शन, जितने भी मेजर प्रोडक्शन हैं, उसमें मैंने खुद के पैसे लगाए थे और मैंने वो प्रोडक्शन किया है। ऑफ कोर्स वो जब प्रोडक्शन आप देश विदेश में करते हो तो फिर वापस आपको पैसे मिलते हैं। तो फाइनेंशियल जो ये है बहुत जरूरी है, यू कांट इग्नोर दैट। और शुरू में आपको सिर्फ पैसे के लिए डांस नहीं करते। मैंने बहुत सारे फ्री शोज भी किए हैं, लेकिन मुझे पता है कि एक फ्री मैं शो करूंगी तो शायद मुझे इतने लोग वहां पे देखने वाले हैं कि उसके बाद मुझे और भी परफॉर्मेंस मिलेगी। तो सिर्फ आप पैसे के लिए, और फिर मैं कह रही हूँ नेक्स्ट परफॉर्मेंस के लिए ही आप डांस नहीं करते। एक मंच जो होता है वो बहुत बड़ी चीज होती है। जैसे मैं कई बार कई मंदिरों में डांस की हूँ जहां मुझे बहुत सुख मिला है। वो आपको सिर्फ मेंटली स्पिरिचुअली सुख दे सकता है, उसके लिए आपको पैसे कमाने की जरूरत नहीं है। पर मुझे पता है कि अगर मैं वहां अपनी हाजिरी लगाऊंगी तो मुझे बहुत कुछ मिलेगा। सो सिर्फ पैसे ही सबसे आगे नहीं है, सर्वोपरि नहीं है, बट श्योरली आपको सब चीज का ध्यान देना होता है। थैंक यू।
Thank you, ma'am. Now all over to Lasya.
Okay.
Ma'am, we understand your feelings, but still I would like to continue with the question. Do you
Yes.
find any difference in approach to dance by foreign students as compared to Indian students?
That's a nice question. You know, now these days, I'm teaching online, of course, to the foreign students as well. And I must tell one thing, they're super sincere, you know, and we need to learn that. आई नो कि कुछ चीजें होती हैं कि हमारे घर की हैं, ये तो हमें मिल ही जाएंगी। ये जो फॉर ग्रांटेड लेने वाली हमारी सोच है, जो हम भारत के लोग हैं, वो नहीं होना चाहिए। और वो क्योंकि उनको पता है कि ये चीज, जैसे आईसीसीआर उनको प्रोवाइड करती थी कथक केंद्र में भी 3 साल सीखने के लिए। सो वो 3 साल आते थे, वो चाहते थे हम जितना से जितना समेट सके हम समेट के जाए। सो उनको ज्यादा मैंने देखा था कि उनको वैल्यू होते हुए एज अ स्टूडेंट। लेकिन अभी भी जब मैं सिखाती हूँ बाहर के बच्चों को, दे आर ट्राइंग, दे आर स्ट्रगलिंग विद द टेक्स्ट। ऑफ कोर्स वो सारी चीजें हैं, बट ऑनेस्टली जो पॉजिटिव साइन है दैट दे डोंट टेक यू फॉर ग्रांटेड, एंड दिस वी नीड टू लर्न, यू नो। कहीं ऐसा ना हो कभी कि हमारे पास बहुत थोड़ा बचे और सब कुछ चला जाए। सो ये सभी चीजों का ध्यान रखना है। और ऐसा नहीं है कि आपके घर में जो चीजें अवेलेबल है वो तो है ही है, बाकी छोड़ दो, ये बिल्कुल नहीं करना है। सो ये चीजें फॉरेन स्टूडेंट्स में जो सबसे बड़ा एक वर्ड है सिंसियरिटी, वो बहुत होता है उनके अंदर।
Thank you, ma'am. How do you keep yourself strong in the low moments?
You ask me, oh my God, for last like 2 years, I'm struggling with that, you know. We are very emotional. I am very emotional as an artist. We all are very emotional. But for last 2 years, when you are at home, you are doing everything but not dancing. This is very, you can say, frustrating, anxiety on a top level, frustrating, depressing, everything is there. But you need to sort it out. So I did a lot of things. I didn't expect a lot of online shows, but of course I did talk. I did TEDx. I did things for my society because I want to keep myself calm down, you know, because when you are traveling, you are learning so much. When you are performing, you are learning so much. But when you're sitting at home and doing nothing, how many days you will sit at home? How many times and how many months you want to sit? But now for an artist, it's like almost 2 years. It's really frustrating, but I'm trying to keep myself calm down. So I'm doing yoga as well. And of course, I do other things. Like I'm a sports person, absolutely. So I do. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Your words are very inspirational. Over to Aparna.
Yes, Aparna. Hello. I think she's not there. If you have any other question, please ask me.
Yes, ma'am. What do you feel? What percentage of your generation still prefer to go for traditional dance form in a place of Western dance form?
See, I don't go like with mathematics, but of course there are, my generation, there are a lot and they're teaching a lot. So of course, if I have like more than 100 students, so if each one of them are having, let's take minimum 50 students as well. So people are going and learning. So I don't care about where they are going. I don't care about whether they are learning Western or not. It's nothing wrong to see and watch, but I must tell you, classical has a grammar. You need to learn basic things. If your base is strong, you can dance anything, you know. So Western, I believe you mean only Bollywood or your आजकल का जो आप लोगों का favorite है BTS और what pink something pink. So उससे Western से मतलब आपका उससे है, but there's nothing wrong to see or watch, but base has to be strong. So that's very important to learn classical. Whether you learn dance, music, instrument, whatever, but you need to go for classical. Thank you. Dasya?
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to hand over to Avni.
Ma'am, your
Yes.
technique is absolutely out of this world. Can you tell us about your regular practice routine?
Yes, I do practice. Again, I must come to that point. When I was student, I used to dance a lot. Then I joined my Guruji's repertory and we used to dance for in a day like 6 hours. But after my marriage, then also I continued. But after my baby, because I have to take care of her as well. So I don't go to my Guruji regularly. And I go to my studio. Of course, I try to go every day and I go there at least minimum I dance like for 2 to 3 hours. But apart from that, I go for running and do other things like swimming in summer and then play squash and do yoga as well. So I'm doing other things.
Thank you, ma'am. Now my
you.
next question is that at what age should a student start off preparing to be a professional dancer?
I can only say after 12th you need to decide, because education is also very like compulsory. So I also decided after 12th that what I want to do in my life. So one should always decide after 12th, because that's the base. At least one should be like a 12th pass. So then you should decide. And of course, I must tell you, there are people who are practicing medical. There were dancers like Shomna Narayanji, who were IAS officer and Kathak dancer. So there are possibilities. If you're good in your studies, you can take both. You can dance also and you can do your education, further education, higher studies also. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I want to ask that what are your favorite aspects of this dance today? After all these years of experience in this dance?
Favorite what?
Your favorite aspects of this dance?
See, it's like when you perform for others, it's like a package. So you need to be fit, so you can do technical. You need to be emotional, then you can do your bhav properly also. Of course, with maturity, it will come. But now I enjoy both, you know. So now I don't used to enjoy the bhav paksh, the expression part. As I'm growing now, so I love doing that as well. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I will hand over to Lasya.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being a role model for so many people?
It's not that I feel very I'm on 7th cloud. It's about responsibility, Lasya. You have to be responsible for others, you know, because it's not easy. It's not easy. When you are growing, you have a thread that you are growing because it's a performing art. You need to be fit all the time. So you need to be fit, you need to calm down, you need to be sensible, you need to be, and the most important thing, you need to be very honest. And from all of it, you need to be good human being. Then only you can be a good dancer or anything, any profession. Because if you are not a good human being, you cannot do anything in this life. And whoever you are from inside, because this is performing art, it is going to show on the stage. So that's very important. So it's very big responsibility if your youngers looking forward to you. It's a big responsibility. Thank you.
That's great, ma'am. Can you tell us about your journey as a Kathak dancer, some trials and tribulations you went through, or some of your biggest wins or proudest achievements?
Every day or every time we perform, that's our achievement. You struggle a lot. When you grow, you struggle a lot. But struggle does not mean that you are not getting a show. That's not important. You are not able to perform, you struggle. You are not financially strong. Financially means not you have to be karodpati to be a dancer. No, it's not like that. But you struggle for every bit. But I'm very strong-headed. And if I want to do anything, I will do it. So in positive way, I'm very stubborn in a good thing, because in a good way, I can say, because if I think that I have to do this, I'll keep my foot down, that I will do this. I will complete this. I will not leave this in between. So when I have decided that I will continue with this, of course, आपकी सोसाइटी में लोग बोलते हैं डांस करेगी, क्या होगा इससे, पैसे कहाँ से आएंगे, पैसे क्या, अच्छा डांस करोगी फिर क्या करोगी, ऐसे बहुत सारे सवालात आते हैं. बट मैं बहुत सारी चीजों के लिए जैसे मेंटली प्रिपेयर हो गई. सो वो है. और जहां तक अचीवमेंट की बात है, यू परफॉर्म, व्हेन यू सी so many people are clapping for you, that's your achievement. You feel good. You are one day before you are tensed before your performance, but after that, I'm telling you my experience, and after that, after the show, I'm not able to sleep, because that clap, it's resonating everywhere. So that's our achievement. So let's see for the future.
Your each and every word is very precious, ma'am. Once again, thank you so much. I would like to hand the mic to Mansi now.
Thank you, Alaska. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks. I want to thank SPIC MACAY on behalf of DAV PPS and DAV and new PPL for giving us this wonderful opportunity. A warm and graceful evening to our most valued honorable chief guest, Srimati Gauri Divakar, for sparing her precious time to grace the event. Today, we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will surely be going to encourage us in our future. Thank you so much once again, Gauri. I want to thank the audience for staying through this program and encouraging the show. Before we conclude this program, I invite my friend Anshika to give some important SPIC MACAY announcements. Now over to you, Anshika.
A very pleasant evening, everyone. Join hands with SPIC MACAY. Become a volunteer with SPIC MACAY from heritage clubs in your schools and colleges. Many colleges and universities all over India have SPIC MACAY heritage clubs in their institutes, where faculty, advisors, and student coordinators take initiative to present Indian classical and folk heritage. We encourage every educational institution to focus on creating such SPIC MACAY heritage clubs within the academic framework of the Constitution which can facilitate the SPIC MACAY associated activities, provide a platform for students to take leadership and inspire many more students to learn from rich heritage. And also, I want to make an important announcement regarding our next program. We welcome you all to join our next week Rendezvous program. Same time, same day for yet another wonderful Carnatic vocal concert by Vidwan Shirthalai Ranganath Sharma. Till then, goodbye. I hope everybody enjoyed today's evening. Stay happy, stay safe. See you again in the next program. Thank you very much.